your first session of class 10th ICSE chemistry on the very first chapter, periodic properties and the variations. I'm your chemistry master teacher Shilpi Kaushik at Vedantu, and even if you don't remember my name, then that's okay. ठीक है, मैं भी भूल जाती हूँ नाम. आई एम नॉट वेरी गुड विद द नेम्स. एनीवे, सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी फर्दर टाइम. Let me tell you that this chapter is super important because it comprises of around like 11 marks in your board exam. Do you understand that 11 marks? Yes, you do, है ना? Okay, so if I talk about the syllabus reduction, you know, last year because of the pandemic situation, there was some syllabus reduction for 2020 students, but even then this chapter was as it is. So there were no topics that were removed from this chapter, so you can understand how important this is. So if there is going to be any kind of syllabus reduction for you people as well, then there are chances that this chapter will still be entirely completely coming in your board exam. Okay, and it's very easy, one of my favorite topic in chemistry. So what we would be learning in this session, need of the classification, like why are we even classifying the elements, why don't we study each and every element individually, what's the problem in that. Okay, the second thing is evolution of the periodic table, what contributions have been made in the field of classification of the elements by the different scientists, and what were their models, that we would be discussing as well. So let's get started. Jaldi se give ma'am a high five in the chat box. Okay, so now we are starting. Why classification of elements was needed? So I'm going to take a very basic example. Let's say you have to go for shopping, okay, and you have two choices. Either you can go for shopping in the open market, or you are also having one more option, you can go to a shopping mall. Which place are you going to refer? Tell me in the chat box. So you are someone who loves to do shopping from open market, and no ma'am, I don't like that hodgepodge. I don't like that hodgepodge that is present in the open market. Everyone is, you know, simultaneously speaking and you just can't hear anything. Or in a mall where everything is just organized. If you want to go to the kids section, you can go there, right? If you want to purchase some shoes, you can go to that section. If you want to go to food court, then you can go to that section. So everything is organized. Tell me in the chat box. Yes, I guess most of you are gonna go with mall. मैं तो mall जाती थी because of that elevator. So but to be very honest, I will tell you, it depends on my budget. So if I don't have a very good budget, I prefer to go to the open market. Okay, so obviously we would prefer to go to a mall. What is the reason? The reason is that the things are pretty much organized there. So obviously it would be saving a lot of time, especially, and I am so bad at bargaining, and I'm very bad at doing shopping from the open market. So I will feel that, you know, the things are quite messy there. Anyway, but still I go there. So yeah, that is the organization. Like you have your bookshelf, so you always keep your science book separately. Science, maybe you have physics, chemistry, biology section separately. You go to a library, every book is well organized. You think that if this happens in library, all the sections are just messed up together. So I don't think so you can get any book for you, isn't it? So the same is the idea for classifying the elements. So till this date we are having like 118 elements. So if you talk about studying each and every element individually, then we can never do this. Okay, and इस lifetime में तो कभी नहीं कर पाएंगे 118 elements with their individual physical and chemical properties. So with that comes the idea of classification. That is something I can call as sorting. So if I am having some elements which have certain common properties, why don't I group them together? So grouping करने से क्या होगा? Obviously the study will become much easier. So time again, different scientists have given their contribution in this. So if I talk about the very first person who brought up this idea was Sir John Dalton. So Dalton said that elements can be classified into two parts. They can be regarded as metals. Okay, this is metals. And the second thing he said that non-metals. You know, certain basic difference between them. Metals mein you are having your, that is, they are shiny usually. Okay, so they are lustrous, shiny, that is what means the same. They are having good conduction of electricity, good conduction in each of the case, whether it is heat or electricity. However, the things are pretty much different in the case of non-metals. But this classification was also failed when there were a third classification of element that is termed as metalloids. So metalloids are having properties in between those of metals and non-metals. So this classification was not up to the mark. So if I talk about the proper classifications, then the very first one was given by Sir Dobereiner. So this is known as Dobereiner triads. With this term tri means group of three. So here Dobereiner is referring to group of three elements. After this, these different scientists also came into the picture. So let's talk about the classification of the Dobereiner triad. Okay. He gave a very nice idea. The first thing that you will remember about Sir Dobereiner is that at that time only around 23 elements were known. Abhi you have 118 elements. So we are talking about a time when just 23 elements were known to the humans. Okay, so even at that time classification was very important. So Sir Dobereiner said that let's do one thing. Let's arrange the elements in the increasing order of atomic masses. You will remember this point. What did he do? He arranged these elements in the increasing order of atomic masses in the group of three. Group of three. Jaise ki I'm just gonna, let's say this is the first element A. Okay, then I am having element B. And then I am having element C. Increasing order of atomic masses. I am penning down the atomic masses also. A is having atomic mass, let's say X. Atomic mass of Y, B is Y. And atomic mass of C is Z. So he said that if you arrange the elements in increasing order of atomic masses in a group of three, then there is a beautiful thing that happens. The average of atomic mass of first and third element. What did I say? This is the first element, this is the second, and this is the third element. You have to take the average of atomic mass of first and the third element. So I'm going to take the average of atomic mass of A and C, that is X plus Z divided by 2, and it will come out to be roughly equal to the atomic mass of second element. So if you solve it, it's going to come out to be equal to Y. It's all written here. Okay, you can just check it. The same thing is written here. That I'm repeating it again. It is important. Just listen to it again. If you are arranging the elements in increasing order of atomic masses in the group of three, then on taking the average of atomic mass of first and the third element comes out to be roughly equal to the atomic mass of the second element. Okay, so according to this, Y is equal to X plus Z divided by 2. Clear? Okay, now you can take an example here. So there were like 3 successful triads that were given by Sir Dobereiner. You can see here lithium, sodium, potassium. Increasing atomic mass is 7, 23, 39. Take the average of atomic mass of lithium and potassium, coming out to be equal to atomic mass of sodium, 23. Isn't it beautiful? The same you can go with this, but remember these elements. Okay, remember all these 3 triads: lithium, sodium, potassium. Second triad, chlorine, bromine, iodine. And then the third is calcium, strontium, barium. There was nothing more in this classification, and their chemical properties will also be same then. Right, so if you analyze these 3 elements which are making a triad, then he said that they would be possessing the same chemical properties. You will get the handwritten notes in the description box, right? So just check it after a few hours of the video. Now there were certain limitations of this classification. सबसे पहला limitation ये था that 23 elements were known at that time, and he had given a classification that was applicable only up to 9 elements. Just very few elements, 9 to 10 elements were obeying this classification. So you calculate accuracy rate कितना होगा? It's very less. So we cannot rely on this classification. First point. Okay, the second point is that it was not applicable to higher masses, very high atomic masses elements, or very low. In fact, I'll give you an example. There were a lot of triads which were following the criteria of atomic mass, but their still properties were different. जैसे if I'm going to take the example of carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. ठीक है, so in carbon, nitrogen and oxygen, write the atomic mass. Carbon has 12 units, nitrogen 14, and oxygen has atomic mass of 16 units. So carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, I've written their atomic masses. Okay, you take the average of atomic mass of carbon and oxygen, 12 plus 16 divided by 2. That comes out to be equal to atomic mass of the second element, that is 14. They are obeying that atomic mass wala rule, but do you know that carbon, nitrogen, oxygen are having the different chemical properties? Yes. Okay, so they belong to, clearly now in the modern periodic table, they belong to different groups. So they have the different chemical properties. So again, there were some wrong triads and there were elements that were not forming any triad, but still they had the same chemical properties. So then comes into the picture another scientist, Newlands. Newland's law of octaves. So Newlands also did the same thing. He also arranged the elements in the increasing order of atomic masses. Increasing order of atomic masses, okay. And I'll tell you one thing, Newland was fond of music. So one day he went to a library and he was very just fed up with this classification. He was not able to bring any idea for classifying the elements, so he just thought of chilling. So he started playing the piano and then he realized something. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so I'll tell you how he has used music in his classification. So what he told us, he told that elements with same physical and chemical properties occur at the regular interval if you are arranging them on the increasing order of atomic masses. Jैसे in the musical system, you are having sa, re, ga, ma, you guys know it better, pa, dha, ni, sorry. Yeah, sa. Then you have seen in the musical system, Indian musical system, या फिर you see the Western notes. Then what happens? Every 8th note is similar to the first note, isn't it? देखो, sa was the first note, and again I am having the 8th note as sa. So he's like, "Arre wah, yaar, must classification hai." This is what I will do with the elements. I will take the elements, arrange them in increasing order of atomic masses. And then he observed that every 8th element was having the property similar to the first element. जैसे यहाँ देखो, if this is the first element, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, then I am having fluorine as the 8th element. They have the common properties, दोनों diatomic होते हैं, H2, F2, non-metals. Okay, if you consider lithium as the first element, then lithium ka 8th element would be sodium. They also are having the same property. The formula of oxides is also same, the valency is also same, formula of hydrides is also same. So there are a lot of common physical and chemical properties that they are having, right? So this was the classification that was given by him. So idea was good because this periodicity was recognized for the first time. Periodicity is basically repetition. So this idea of repetition that he has given, that elements with same properties will repeat after a certain interval of time. After every 7 elements, you will get the 8th element resembling the first one. That is periodicity, repetition, right? And it was based logically on the atomic weights, and this classification was even responsible for giving a lot of correction in certain elements that I'm going to tell you about, right? So what were the limitations? What were the issues in Newland's classification? One more point, at the time of Newland's, now 56 elements were known. This classification was only valid up to calcium. Okay, calcium ke baad it was not followed up. So it means after calcium, every 8th element was not having properties similar to the first one. So you can say it was applied up to 18 to 20 elements only out of 56. Again, the percentage is not good, है ना, success rate बहुत कम है. Several elements were kept in the same slot. exactly several elements were kept in the same slot now. Okay, so if I talk about, yeah, if I talk about cobalt and nickel, basically I'm going to show you his table. Yeah. Okay, so cobalt and nickel were kept together in the same slot, and that also with the halogens. Halogens मतलब इनके साथ फ्लोरीन क्लोरीन के साथ we had kept cobalt and nickel, although they have the different they have entirely different chemical properties. So how can you keep different? जैसे you remember when you used to be in school, so हमारे स्कूल में क्या होता था, class teachers used to fix the seat of a boy and a girl so that so that we are just maintaining silence in the class. So when we were in 7th or 8th class, a boy and girl used to sit together, so and the friends were separated. The same thing Newland has done. Similar elements were kept far apart from each other, and the different elements were kept together. Reminds me of that time. Elements with dissimilar properties were also grouped together. And if I talk about cobalt nickel, they were separated from iron, although they have certain resemblance. Friends go and enemies together, right? So newly discovered elements were also not fitted over here, and noble gases were not even discovered at this time, so there were no noble gases here. You can see it was applicable only up to calcium. This is a portion of Newland's table, basically valid only up to here. Sorted. So you know why we needed an extra classification now, right? So these are not working. इसके बाद एक और classification हुआ था, that was the Lothar-Meyer curve that we usually study in class 11th. And Lothar-Meyer also related the atomic masses. Basically he had taken atomic volume as a parameter and the atomic masses, so that was also not very successful. Now one very important information for you, we are starting the long-term batches now. So if you guys are really willing to take the subscription, if you want to make sure that your learning never stops, so you want to cover the entire syllabus, like you want to do it systematically, like along with the test series, along with the assignments, you need a lot of questions, you need some concept clearance, or you are worried about the syllabus completion, or you're lagging behind in the syllabus, then you can join us. And now we are having Vedantu Improvement Promise. I have taken an entire session on VIP. If in case you have missed it, you can go and watch it, you will get to know about it, right? So Vedantu Improvement Promise mein what we are doing, we are basically taking the guarantee that you students will definitely improve whatever you are scoring now in the school exams or in the Vedantu academic test. We are going to make sure that you improve by the end of the year. So we would be tracking your entire journey, and in the subscription you get the unlimited live classes, and these live classes are interactive. I will change the color to blue. Yeah, so they are interactive in nature. So interactive का मतलब है you would be able to take up the quizzes even in the replay, right? So if you missed something, and you can choose a timetable that suits you, you can pick up the morning slots, the evening slots, that depends on you, right? And then we have premium downloadable content, handwritten notes basically you would be getting. So whatever teacher is scribbling in the class, you get to have that. You can watch the replay, and replays में I love the best part that you can increase the speed. जैसे YouTube पे करते हो 2.0x. Imagine Shilpi ma'am speaking at 2.0x. And guys, there is the live class doubt solving during the classes. Like I'm the master teacher, I'm taking the content part. Then we also have class teachers with us along with the sessions. Those class teachers would be taking your doubts, right? So there is no worry about that. And even if you want to go for doubts clearance after the class, then we also have a doubts app available with a different subscription, right? And you also get free unlimited micro courses. So micro courses are the mini chapter based courses. Jaise let's say you missed periodic classification of elements, or you enrolled late, let's say. So now you want to cover a specific topic that you did not understood, so you can go and attend the respective micro course for that chapter. And micro course is given by many teachers, so whosoever is your favorite teacher, you can pick up the micro course provided by them. and you don't have to pay any extra thing for that. You also get the free crash courses, there are free midterm revision courses, so it's a complete package that you can take, and the certainty that you would be improving makes it very different. So what you have to do, you will go in the description box of this video, then you will get a link, you have to tap on that link, and this is a coupon code that you can apply, SKA Pro, and this coupon code basically means Shilpi Kaushik Army. So like A is important, A is not for Ananya sir. So Shilpi Kaushik Ananya, this is not Ananya, this is Army. I'm telling you in advance only so that you people just don't doubt, huh? Shilpi Kaushik Army Pro for the subscription. Okay? So when you tap on the link, you have to select your grade. I will change the orientation of my screen so that you can see clearly. Yeah, so you can choose your plan here. ठीक है, यहाँ पर आपको क्या करना है, you would be having 3 plans. Pro Lite is there, Pro Classic, and we have Pro Plus. So Pro Plus is for those students who actually are like, you know, they really need a real time help. मतलब मैम यार हो ही नहीं रहा है यार कुछ भी, so that situation में plus चाहिए. Otherwise I will advise you to go for the light or the classic. मतलब light में भी you are getting almost everything. देखो, you get the live interactive online classes, test series and analysis. After every session assignments are given to you and the analysis of those assignments are done. Then after every 15 days we conduct a test. So it's like I told you, a complete package. So we make sure that you are covering the theory part as well as you are covering entirely the test sections, the assignment section. So everything is there, notes and study material. And now we also have Tattva. Tattva are the booklets, basically the study material. That hard copy wala material is also available now. Doubt solving during the class, I've told you. So these 4 features you are getting in all the 3 subscriptions, whether you go for light, classic or plus. ठीक है, what is different is this doubt solving on the mobile app. So अगर आपको ये चाहिए, you're like no ma'am, I'm someone who solves a lot of books and questions, then you can go with the classic subscription. ठीक है, अदरवाइज नहीं करना तो लाइट इज ऑल्सो गुड फॉर यू. एंड पर्सनल मेंटोर इज रिक्वायर्ड इन दैट कंडीशन. मतलब समझ गए ना. तो लाइक मैम आई नीड real attention, like ज़्यादा attention आपको चाहिए, then you have personal mentor also. So personal mentor would be guiding you throughout your journey. You have any academic issue, any non-academic thing to discuss, that also you can just contact your mentor. And apart from that, we are also having We Nurture program जो बिल्कुल free of cost होते हैं. So these are these professional development courses. The summer camp is there. So a lot of fun activities are there. In fact, I also took the summer camp last year. Let's see what happens this time. So what you have to do, if you want to try for 1 month, you can take the subscription for 1 month first. If you like the subscription, if you think it is good for you, then what you can do, you can go for the long year plan. But remember, you can try for 1 month only once. So it's not possible that you will keep on taking the 1 month subscription again and again. Only one time you can take the 1 month subscription. After that, you have to take the year long plan, right? So for this Pro Lite, you have to pay for the year long this much amount, and that too after coupon code you will get 10% off. ठीक है? Okay, हाँ. So the same thing, you can apply coupon code in any of these 3. यहाँ पर जाकर you have to tap and apply the coupon. That is simply, and you don't have to pay hefty amounts because you're also getting the unlimited micro courses. I guess that is clear. I will change the orientation now. So the best advantage now is that VIP has been launched. So you know, in Vedantu Improvement Promise, we are giving you a surety that you would be making a progress. If you are not satisfied with your growth, if you are not satisfied with the performance, then Vedantu is going to return your money back, no questions asked. But obviously there are certain conditions. Your commitment is also important along with ours. You have to say, ma'am, I will attend like almost 75% of the classes, but I advise you to attend 100% of the classes. You are at home only, what do you have to do, isn't it? And a minimum of 75% completion of the assigned test. That's great. Our promise is assured. So this is the thing I was telling you. We will return the course fee paid to us. So the best thing that you have to do is to take the subscription for 1 month first. सिर्फ 1 month के लिए लो, try करो, and only then you will get to know it is good for me or not. पता चल जाएगा right from the 1 month, because the classes will proceed in the same manner, so you'll get to know about it, right? So, and that too is now coming up with the guarantee that you will improve. So that's awesome. This is the coupon code Shilpi Kaushik Army FKA Pro. Okay, now coming back to the Mendeleev's periodic table. So Sir Mendeleev हम बोलेंगे, not Mendeleev, because he is known as god of elements. He is rather known as father of periodic table, and this man has struggled so much in his life. Like, I am personally a very huge fan of Sir Mendeleev, and like शत pranam karte hain hum Sir Mendeleev ko, jahan bhi hoge wo, he would be happy to see that we are still remembering him and we are still studying the periodic table. So he came up with the idea of atomic masses again. And this was his biggest mistake. उन्होंने क्या किया? He also took the same parameter. He said that arrange the elements in increasing order of atomic masses. If you are arranging them in increasing order of atomic masses, then what you will see, after certain intervals, elements with the same properties would be repeating themselves. Now you will say, ma'am, how it is different from the other classifications? We will study that. Okay, so ये भी देख लो, at the time of Mendeleev 63 elements were known, and he had given a classification that was applicable to all of the 63 elements. So you understand the beauty, मतलब success rate कितना था, पूरा ही था. Okay, so he had also given Mendeleev's periodic law. कभी कभी it comes for 1 mark in the exam, so remember it. The properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Again, periodic function is the function that is repeating itself. So we are talking about the properties of elements. जैसे your birthday is a periodic function. If your birthday comes on 10th January, then it comes on 10th January every year. Repeating in nature, that is a periodic thing, right? So this is the table that was given by Sir Mendeleev to us, and this table is having, you can see, 8 groups are there. Groups क्या होते हैं? Groups are the vertical columns. These vertical columns that you can see. So I'm writing it. 8 groups means 8 vertical columns, and there were 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 periods. Periods are the horizontal rows. Don't get confused in vertical and horizontal. Now, I also get confused. Just say, there are always some words which are confusing. I always get confused in summer and winter. So I have to take a moment and think, yaar, summer kya hota hai? Then I think summer means sun, and sun means garmi. So summer is that garmi wala season. And when I have to think winter, I'm like, winter means wind, and wind means thand. So I always take a moment before speaking summer and winter. The same happens with vertical and horizontal. So you remember, vertical columns are the groups, horizontal rows are the periods. Okay? Okay, now apart from that, you can see that some spaces have been left by Sir Mendeleev. इतने सारे spaces उन्होंने छोड़े हैं table में. So you haven't seen it so far in the early classification. So these spaces were left for the elements which were yet to be discovered. So abhi tak they were not even discovered. So but Mendeleev was very sure that these elements will be discovered in future. So he left some spaces for the elements in the table, and not just that, he also predicted their properties. So matlab yaar, it's like predicting the future at that time. Understand the beauty, understand, just feel it. Okay, merits kya the? I told you, left some blank spaces for the elements to be discovered. I am giving you a homework question. Okay, so what you have to tell? You have to tell the name of 3 elements which were not even discovered at that time, and Mendeleev still predicted their properties. These 3 elements, you have to tell their name. सोच कर आना and I'll see the comments. The next one, he predicted the atomic masses of certain elements. Gold and platinum के atomic mass में he did the correction. जैसे कि I will show you the table. Yeah. यहाँ. Where is gold? You can see gold यहाँ है AU. And this is platinum. Earlier people used to believe that gold is lighter and platinum is heavy. But after his classification, उन्होंने जब देखा that अरे platinum is coming before gold when I have a look at the chemical properties, so he corrected the masses. He said that platinum is lighter, gold is heavier. Just 1 unit का difference होता है, not much, right? So he also corrected that. What were the demerits? Limitations क्या थे? Position of hydrogen was not, because you know hydrogen is actually a non-metal. But hydrogen resembles the metals as well, and non-metal तो वो है ही anyway. Like you have seen, non-metals are diatomic in nature generally, especially if I talk about the halogens. Chlorine is there, bromine is there, iodine is there. Just like that, hydrogen is diatomic. So hydrogen actually resembles the halogens. Right now, apart from that, metal से कैसे resemble करता है? Hydrogen is only having 1 electron. So metals are very good electron donors. जैसे if you talk about sodium, sodium loses its 1 electron very quickly and gets converted to a sodium ion. The same thing happens with hydrogen, loses its electron very quickly and gets converted to H plus ion. So for the same reason, it is also resembling the metal. So Sir Mendeleev was like, I have no space for diplomatic elements in my life. I'm not gonna do that, right? So this is one of the limitation, and I'll tell you, even now, the position of hydrogen is still a drawback. So if you people have any idea where can we keep hydrogen, then you can even get a Nobel Prize for that. You know that? Think about it. Okay, so increase in the atomic mass is not regular. Definitely, जैसे I will show you the table. Cobalt and nickel. देखो, this classification is on the increasing order of atomic masses. So nickel, which has a less atomic mass, should be placed before cobalt, which has more atomic mass. But ये तो follow ही नहीं हुआ. This is wrong. ये क्या कर दिया? You are contradicting yourself. है ना? So but why this happened? Because Mendeleev gave priority to the chemical properties. So he's like, first of all, I will make sure elements with same properties are falling together, then I will see the masses. So but again, that was a drawback. No explanation for the cause of periodicity. Why repetition is happening? What kind of repetition? Basically, if you have a look at this, see, lithium, sodium, potassium, all the elements which are lying in the same vertical column, they had the same formula of oxides and hydrides. This is what Mendeleev told us. Just say if you talk about lithium oxide, then it has a formula Li2O. If you talk about sodium oxide, that is also Na2O. General formula of oxides and hydrides would be same. If you talk about potassium, that is K2O. The same goes with the hydride, lithium hydride LiH. You talk about sodium hydride NaH, and so on. So it means he was hinting at the valency. Elements which are lying in the same vertical column have the same valency. It means they will have the same chemical properties. Okay? And ये जो element यहाँ रखे थे ना, here you can see some triads are there. These elements were having the same physical properties. You don't have to go in that much detail. This is something we do in class 11th. Well, this is enough, okay? But still make sure that you don't forget the contribution of Sir Mendeleev in the field of classification. But हाँ, एक और point miss हो गया यहाँ पर. In the limitation, it is not written isotopes. The position of isotopes was not given by Sir Mendeleev. रीजन क्या था? बिकॉज आइसोटॉप्स वर नॉट इवन डिस्कवर्ड एट दैट टाइम. सो उनकी गलती थोड़ी है, उन्हें पता ही नहीं था, इसलिए अच्छा ऐसा भी कुछ होता है. सो इवन मेंडलीव ट्राइड सो हार्ड टू गिव द पोजीशन टू द आइसोटॉप्स आल्सो at the later time, but he was not able to do that. So why isotopes were the problem? जैसे देखो, you talk about carbon. There are atoms of carbon, same atomic number, but their masses is different, 12, 13, 14. Different masses है. So if they are having the different masses, so isotopes should be arranged in different groups. Pehle carbon 12 will come, then 13, then 14. Okay, so he had to keep them in the different group, but isotopes at the same time have same chemical properties. इनका ना chemical property same होता है, so if they have same chemical properties they should be kept together, but if you will keep them together their mass is different. So Mendeleev was like, यार ये क्या, what is this? Like, oh bhai maro mujhe maro. That was the reaction of Sir Mendeleev, I guess. So he said that humse na ho pai, okay, we are not doing this. Then comes the another great scientist, Sir Henry Moseley. Sir Henry Moseley said in an interview that whatever I have done, this classification would not have been possible if Sir Mendeleev had not proposed that table. So in fact Moseley ने study ही ऐसे किया था, he took the Mendeleev's periodic table and he started arranging the elements in the exactly same way, right? So he also did X-ray diffraction उन्होंने किया था, and he did the, you know, a very good thing, that was to take the atomic number instead of atomic mass. So उन्होंने कैसे सोचा? He was like, यार such great scientists have tried to classify the elements but they are not able to do that. What could be the reason? So he said that पक्का atomic mass में कुछ गड़बड़ है, because all of those scientists have taken atomic mass as a parameter for classification. I am not going to take that, I will be changing it. And he tried with the atomic number. Atomic number, you know, tells you the number of protons that are present in the nucleus of an atom. And that is a fundamental property. देखो atomic number लेने के क्या फायदे थे? First of all, atomic number of an element is always a whole number. ऐसे थोड़ी ना हो सकता है there would be 2.5 protons. That is not possible. So it's always a whole number, point number one. Point number two is that it is a fundamental property and it never changes. It's a unique identity for an element. It's like your Aadhaar card wali ID. Your Aadhaar ID of every citizen of India is different. Just like that, every element has a different atomic number. It's like, arey wah. So now he arranged the elements in increasing order of atomic number, and he found that elements with the same properties are repeating after a certain interval. ये आता है एग्जाम में कभी कभी for 1 mark. Define the modern periodic law. Properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number. Point to be noted, right? So this is the long form of periodic table. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो now. Sorry. Now we have 118 elements and there are 18 vertical columns that are known as groups. देखो 1 and here 18. Noble gases now are discovered. Even I will tell you one more point about the Mendeleev. Mendeleev के merits में you can add one more point, that noble gases were also fitted after their discovery. Noble gas बाद में discover हुए थे and when they were discovered they were kept in a special group called as zero group. ठीक है, so that was also point. यहाँ पर you can see 18 vertical columns known as groups and there are 7 horizontal rows that are known as periods. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. ये मत बोलना मैम 8 and 9th. Lanthanides and actinides, they are a part of 6th period and 7th period respectively. ये सारे lanthanides यहाँ पर ही हैं. Why they are kept separately we will discuss in the next class, and these actinides lie here. Okay, how you can remember this? देखो I have a trick for you. VCG याद रख सकते हो. Vertical columns are known as groups. You can remember like very cute girl. शिल्पी मैम हाँ ओके आई एम किडिंग. वेरी क्यूट गाय से भी आप याद रख सकते हो. वेरी क्यूट गोट वॉट एवर. सो वेरी क्यूट गाय. वर्टिकल कॉलम्स आर ग्रुप्स एंड द नेक्स्ट इज HRP. हॉरिजॉन्टल रोज आर पीएस. सो वेरी क्यूट गाय इज आर अनन्या सर. अनन्या सर इज वेरी क्यूट. यार कुछ भी बोलो है ना. अनन्या सर को मत बोलना आई वाज कॉलिंग हिम क्यूट. अदरवाइज यू नो देयर आर सम स्टूडेंट्स दे टेक थिंग्स इन रॉन्ग वे ऑलवेज. ओके, so 18 vertical columns known as groups, 7 horizontal rows known as periods. इसको याद रख सकते हो हार्पिक. Makes no sense. और हरि प्रसाद, हरियाणा, राजस्थान, पंजाब, whatever you like. Okay, we will be discussing it in detail in the next class. So you have first group elements, they are known as alkali metals. Then you have second group elements known as alkaline earth metals. I have a question for you. So you tell me group 18 elements are known as noble gases. तो मैंने बता दिया. Apart from that, okay, chalo. So what did we do in today's session? We discussed the classification of elements. Why are we doing this? What was the requirement? And the second thing was the evolution of the periodic table. So we have discussed the very first contribution given by Sir Dobereiner. After that, Sir Newland. Then the third one was Sir Mendeleev, and finally Henry Moseley, right? And Henry Moseley का जो classification है, that we will study in detail in the next class. This periodic table was prepared with the help of Bohr and Bury. So Bohr was a scientist who actually helped to prepare the table, who helped to write the configurations. So अगर आप यहाँ पर ध्यान दोगे, so elements which lie in the same vertical column are basically having the same valence electrons. They all have the same valency. This all we're going to discuss next time. And I will also tell you story of Sir Henry Moseley. Remind me in the next session, okay? And please make sure you revise your notes, and apart from that, you have to give the answer of the homework question. Features of modern periodic table next session. Periodic properties and periodicity, very important point. Do not miss this. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so that you do not miss any of the upcoming classes, which are very important. So if you have any confusion, you can reach out to me on my Instagram, I am Katayan, or you can email me, right? So ma'am will see you next time. Till then, take care, stay happy, and keep on smiling. Bye bye.